About an hour ago, I put up a poll about whether it's inappropriate for a trainer to have a relationship with their client. At the moment, it's running at 70-30 in favour of what I think, which is that it's inappropriate. In an effort to redress the balance and maybe to make you go back and change your vote, because professional personal trainers are voting on this, here is something that I want to tell you. Anybody sane and sensible, in my opinion, would agree with me that if you are in a position of trust where you are in a position that you can manipulate somebody, you should never embark on a sexual relationship with them, right? Double that if they're paying you money. And here's something, any of you who've watched any of my videos will know that I believe that the key to being a successful personal trainer is getting inside your client's head. Now, another way of putting that is that you're manipulating your client. You're manipulating your client to do the things that you want them to do. These are positive things, of course, but what if they're not? Where does the line end with manipulation? You're manipulating your client to do the right things. So where is the line drawn if things become sexual? You must be professional, in my opinion, and walk away. Of course, I've had trainers working at UP who've ended up in sexual relationships with clients. Guess what happens when I find out about that? Of course, this is my judgment call. It's a morality thing. It's also a professional thing. You don't want to go somewhere where you think you might be getting cracked on by trainers, do you? Husbands don't want their wives going somewhere where they're going to get cracked on, no matter how much they trust them. A good trainer is a mentor, a coach, sometimes a shoulder to cry on, sometimes a bully, always a teacher. Those kind of relationships and the manipulation side of it should never veer into sexual. They should always stay professional. And I have to say, a well-meaning comment from somebody just sent me is, it's hard to meet people these days, so maybe it's natural. It's hard to meet people these days. You guys have got online dating coming out of your backsides. It's very easy to meet people. There's plenty of fish. So being asked, what if it's more than just sexual? Well, it kind of doesn't matter. The doctor doesn't embark on a relationship with his patient. The trainer should not do so. Now, there are rules that govern what the medical community do. And I'm sure somebody smarter than me can tell me what they do in the medical profession. There will be ways to mitigate the situation. If you're star-crossed lovers, tell your client to go away and not be your client anymore. Give it time and see what happens. In fact, I do roughly know what happens in the UK medical community anyway. I think there has to be a distance of time from a doctor and a patient. And I think that is what should apply to the trainer and client because of the position of trust. And yes, I know that some amazing relationships and some wonderful, fabulous children will have arisen from trainer-client relationships. But that would have been the same if we permitted doctors and patients to have relationships. But we don't, and we don't for a reason. Because for every amazing relationship, and I'm aware of some that have sprung from the trainer-client relationship, there are 100,000, and I only slightly exaggerate, shit-taking advantage scumbag trainers who've done it. And we all know. So the bottom line, because I need to go to my home gym and train my sorry fat ass, is professional people do not embark upon relationships with clients. End of story. Let's double down on that if there's a position of trust involved. In fact, I'll finish off with one last point before I get to my hardcore workout. I think that the personal training industry, I would love the personal training industry to be in a place where we could strike off trainers who take advantage of the clients. I will say one thing about my story storm that I've just done. It fired me up for training, so as a little trick, choose a topic that fires you up for training. It always works well.